Hey everyone, Ken here at Silver Creek Nursery. I'm out in the nursery field with a beautiful crop of fruit trees this year, and we're just getting ready to dig them starting tomorrow, as long as the rain holds off a bit for us. So this is the last week of October, and usually the trees are ready to dig by this time. The way that we can tell for sure is if the leaves abscess easily. So that means if we just take our hand and go down a tree like this, the leaves will come off easily, and that's a sign that the trees are they have gone dormant essentially. About a week ago you wouldn't really be able to get the leaves to come off that readily. You'd have to kind of tear them off. So everything is moving along according to schedule. And the trees just look fabulous. We have a really great crop of trees this year. So if you're interested in ordering bare root trees from us, these are the trees that you will get this fall, and also the same trees in the spring. We dig them now and keep them in cold storage over the winter, and then you can pick them up, or we'll ship them to you in the spring. So right in front of me here I have some dwarf apple trees. You can see some of them are about 4 feet tall, some like this one here almost as tall as I am. So very good growth for the dwarf apple trees. And I'll give you a little tour of the nursery here, and we'll look at all the different kinds of trees that we've got growing here this year. So these are our sweet cherries in this row behind me that they've already dropped their leaves. And as you can see, some really nice growth for 1 year whips, about my height here, so 5 to 6 feet. And I should point out also that all of our trees are grown here without synthetic fertilizer. So we're basically testing organic methods. We use soybean meal and kelp and fish guts basically for fertilizer. So nothing synthetic went on these trees, and I'm very pleased at how they've turned out. So partly I believe it was the heat this summer. The heat really pushed things and added lots of extra growth, but I'm also quite enthused about our organic fertilizer program here at Silver Creek Nursery. So on the other side behind me here, we'll just kind of go around, we've got Asian pears. The Asian pears are super vigorous. We're up here about 8 feet tall on some of these big ones, but we've got lots of nice shorter ones as well. So yeah, gorgeous Asian pears. So these are some European pears, and as you can see, some of them have got some branching here, so they're quite nice for 1 year trees. Basically, we usually call them a 1 year whip, but there's a number of trees here this year that we would say are feathered as well. They have, 3 or more nice branches on them. So that's our European pear crop. Over here we've got apricots, and the apricot trees this year also are looking just phenomenal. So that's these guys here. Yeah, really nice happy trees. So here I'm in the semi-dwarf section of the nursery. These are semi-dwarf apple trees, and very nice growth here. You can see on these are golden russet, and I've had it's not a real vigorous grower. Some years they don't put on as much nice growth as this, but these look really fantastic this year. So about 4 feet tall. But then some of the apples here are feathered as well, so we've got lots of growth for a 1-year tree, and this is unusual for us in our climate here. This variety here is particularly vigorous. It's a variety called Shizuka, which is fairly new to us. It's a greenish yellow, fresh eating apple, very, very sweet. So if you like a sweet and crisp apple with greenish skin, Shizuka is hard to beat for sweetness and flavor. It gets very high flavor ratings. Another green apple that's relatively new to us is Shamrock, and Shamrock is sort of our Granny Smith, I guess, here. It's not quite as sweet, but it's also a green apple and more cold hardy than Granny Smith, because here in central Ontario we're really kind of too far north for really good Granny Smith production. So yeah, so I can't wait to get out here tomorrow and start getting these trees out of the ground. We have maybe 3 weeks until the weather's too cold to ship trees out, so you can order apple trees and pear trees in the fall yet during the next 2 to 3 weeks, and we can ship them out to you, or you can pick them up here. But the bulk of the orders will be processed in the spring. So these same trees go into cold storage, and we keep them over the winter in the cold storage, and we sort them and get your orders ready, and so and ship them out in the spring. So if you're looking for bare root trees, check out our website at silvercreeknursery.ca, and you can buy the trees that you see here in the nursery, and they are shipped bare root to you with sawdust packaged around the roots. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.